Hey party people, what is crappin' in? Got my new comic haul here today. Today is Wednesday, October 9th. I'm finally doing this the day of and not days later, so you're welcome. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I got quite a few books here. I spent well over $100 today again. That's 2 weeks in a row. But if you check out this week's comic shop news, Hot Archroom cover is coming soon to Vampirella. I swear he just did one, I think, a few issues ago. It was like number 2 or number 4 or something of the last series. But this one blows that one away, so make sure you put in an order for this. A lot of the Vampirella covers lately have been fucking hot. They recently did that Vengeance of Vampirella, came out like last week, I want to say, and God, there's like 5 or 6 awesome covers for that. But ooh, Svengoolie, what? Nice. That's cool. Okay, I'll look into that. Cool. But yeah, check out that Vengeance of Vampirella. I know like cover A was a Middleton cover, and that one's fucking gorgeous. But there's a few others, like a Perillo, and the cosplay one was really good. But yeah, this looks good. Besides that, jumping in, it was the Amazing Fantasy facsimile. Came out this week, and I grabbed quite a few. 4 copies. Okay, I wasn't sure. Nice. So 4 of those. I will probably keep 1 for myself and then sell the other 3 down the road. Most of those facsimiles become like a $10 book once they all sell out, so you can never have too many of those. And yeah, I like who said it? Fucking some new haul video I just watched was like, yeah, this is probably the closest most of you will get to an Amazing Fantasy, which, yeah, I agree. Most people will not own one, so if you don't have one for $3.99, this is a solid replacement. So I recommend you go try to get this. You can probably order them online for the next week. They'll still be cover price, but I bet they sell out before next Wednesday, so I recommend you get on it, go hit up your LCS before they're all gone, and you gotta pay double, triple cover price for these. Even the Amazing Fantasy True Believers go for $5 to $10, so I do recommend you get that if you need one, if you want one. If you don't, then don't, you know. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I think, is that still the Doppelganger thing is what it's called? I don't know. I haven't been really reading any of the tie-ins to Absolute Carnage, and I think I'm an issue behind on the regular series as well, but I have been getting it. I've been getting most of them. This one's just a sick cover. Couldn't pass that up. Since I'm a sucker for spec, this is a new villain first appearance. I think it's Monopoly is his name. I just like it's cool, like zombie cover. Besides that, so I mean, aside from the fact that it's Ms. Marvel, magnificent Ms. Marvel, I would have almost been okay getting this just for the zombie cover. So not the worst speculation purchase. Let's do House of X. Power of X, I mean. Powers of X. House of 10 and Powers of X. I did get I hate this series. I talk about it all the time. I think it's stupid, but it finally comes to a close. This was issue 6 of 6. On the last, I think it was House 6 of 6, I did get that connecting variant. So now I do have, out of that whole 12-issue run, I have 1 set of connecting covers. So go me. I did get an A cover, which looks pretty crappy. And then I grabbed a couple not B covers, character variants or decades variants, whatever they're calling them. I like Wolverine, so I'll probably keep 1 and then get rid of the other. But I've been buying all the House and Powers books, even though I'm ragging on it. I don't think it's very good. I think it's very overrated and overhyped right now, but you know, if you can't beat them, join them. These books have been selling like hotcakes, so. And I did want to point this out. I already looked through this one, and honestly, like this ends it. This is the last issue of the 12. Very lackluster ending. Really didn't do anything for me. Uneventful. But worst of all, you get more charts and graphs. Hickman's favorite thing to do. So 3 straight opening pages of that. If you want to check out the back, there's a solid, I want to say like 10 or 11 pages of straight ads and charts and graphs. Add. Graph. Graph. Add. Graph. Add. Graph. Add. Graph. Soapbox. Graph. Chart. Wait, there's more. Add. Graph. Bullshit waste of a page. Yeah, you're not ashamed, are you, Hickman? Is there more? Oh, there's more. Add. Jesus, you gotta go through all of that, those 12, 13 pages just to hit some story. And you still get, like, oh, more charts and graphs. There's more. There's another 3-page spread in here of them, I want to say. Where is it? So it's like, even if you, yeah, here it is. So, even though they're all over the front and back of the book, like, well, at least the middle of the, you know, at least the middle is full of story, you know, it's solid content. No, you get 2-page spread of that crap, yet another page, another ad. God, man, fuck this shit. They're all like this. All of these House and Powers books are like that. It's just a waste, man. And they're all $5 or $6.99. Don't do it, man. Don't buy into the hype. It sucks. That's all I gotta say. Boo. But I will say these Decades variants, the Psylocke one, the Gambit one, the Storm one especially, they've been really fucking good. And all the ratio variants for the series have been really good. Just overall, I don't like the regular art. I don't like the interior art. I'm not a fan of the Pepe Larraz. Hickman's just, I don't know, man. He's just full of himself. It's not for me. But whatever, you know. I'm in the minority here. Most people are loving this book, so if that's your thing, great, keep it up. It ends this week, and then I think it's time. It's branching out into like 12 all-new X-Men titles. In the next coming weeks and months, so we will see where that goes. But today was, well, every Wednesday is Doomsday. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's every Wednesday, just so you know. You know why? Because Doom's word is law. I'm a big Dr. Doom fan. There's so many variants to this, like ratio and store variants, that I was like, nope, I'm not gonna get any of them. I'm just gonna get a couple cover A's, whatever they're calling them. Regular cover. Got one for my Marvel #1 box and one for my Dr. Doom box, and that's good enough for me. This was a very high print issue, I think, or I suspect it to be. You want to talk about Spawn next? That's Save Spawn. Coffin Bound #3, or is it 4? 3. Okay. I read issue 1 and dug it. 2. I looked through 2 and I looked through this one, and I'm really digging the art. It looks just as good. I recommend you guys try to jump on this series now before it's too late. I think you could probably still get issue 1 at your LCS. Really good. I don't know Danny or Donnie, but whoever's doing the art inside is really good. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It's a very different style, and I like it. So, sticking with that series, I'm going to see it through. Hellmouth, I'm a big fan of the Buffy show. I never really read a single Buffy comic. I have a couple random ones, but never been big on collecting them. I just figure, oh, that's a #1, it's a new run. I heard they're like this is supposed to kind of reboot the Buffy world or continue it. I don't really know. I don't follow it too well, but, you know, it's a #1. I love this cover, so why not give it a chance? Hatchet Halloween Tales. 2 covers, yes. I'm a big Hatchet fan. Victor Crowley. Love Kane Hodder. Adam Green. I love the Hatchet franchise. And no, not the fucking Gary Paulson book. Awesome fucking Shining homage. And I say homage, not homage. I don't believe that that's a word, but, you know, I'm wrong. I love the first Hatchet because it's a different chick. The other ones are Danielle Harris, and I'm not a big fan of hers. And again, I'm in the minority. I tend to dislike things that everybody likes, but check this out if you can. I was able to get each cover from a different shop. I don't think too many shops over-ordered that one. I picked this up just because I'm big on collecting Submariner battle issues and awesome Submariner covers, and this one qualifies for sure. I dig it. Imperious Rex! Good stuff. True Believers, got the Betsy Braddock first appearance, I'm guessing. I've never really read any of the UK Captain Britain books, so maybe they'll make one of his first. But yeah, that was Psylocke before she really became a mutant. I think this was just her early age, was a UK character. I don't know, I never really read her origin or any of that stuff, so I'm not familiar with these. But as per usual, I usually double up on... As per the usual, I typically double up on True Believers. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My phone's all over the place. I really need to get like a stand to hold my phone that I can use both hands to do this stuff. But alas. This one I only got one copy because I have an authentic one, a real one. But that starts off the Days of Future Past. Oh, is it the first Pyro? Yeah, they've been putting out a True Believer. See, and if you haven't been paying attention, each week a new True Believer has been coming out for all the main players in House and Powers of X. So like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, they did a True Believer of the first Kitty Pryde, first Emma Frost. I can't think of what they did before that, but they've been putting out like ones that pertain to. So I don't know if that's a spoiler. Like, okay, well, Psylocke, is Betsy Braddock going to be the new, you know, that Red King person? Will it be Pyro? You know, is that why they're giving us this stuff? You know, I think there's clues hidden along in there. Like if you're paying attention to other things coming out, you'll kind of get an idea for other stuff to come, and another one that could be just way off on all that. Maybe they're just choosing this as a hot time to release X-Men books. I don't know. X-Men reprints. This says that new, like, Stephen King, Joe Hill thing. I don't know. It's like a sampler preview book. But it's free, so it looked good enough to check out. And I'll probably get it when it actually does come out. Oh, is that what it is? Basket full of heads? Oh, nice. That's even better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about this. I just... My dealer stuck this in my bag. This is dope. I kind of wish I would have grabbed two, but it is a $9.99 cover price. So, another one of those 80-page giants DC's been putting out with like the thick, square-bound, it's like a trade paperback. That Cursed Comics Cavalcade they did last year, or was it even 2 years ago already? That one was dope. And they did like a Christmas one, a summer special one, a Valentine's one. They did a bunch of them. But I love this whole like horror throwback. Yeah, it definitely has a John Romita Jr. vibe, which could be better, but I don't mind the art. I don't know who the other signature is. Cool, cool, cool. And that new Joker #1 came out. Joker, You're the Villain. And it's John Carpenter's story. That blows me away. I should almost go back and get another copy of this just for my horror fans. I'm sure some Carpenter fanatic would pay for this, pay good money for this. Going along with that, we got this dope 100-page giant about villains. I'm a big villain guy. My favorite thing about DC are the villains. I like Flash a lot, but the rogues are my favorite part of Flash. Batman's cool, but I love his rogues gallery. Typically, when it comes to DC, I'm all about the villains. Villains come first. Bring on the bad guys. And if there's a really good documentary, if you guys are interested. There, Necessary Evil. I recommend you guys check that out. Super good fucking comic documentary. All the DC villains are like talked about. A bunch of DC creators talking about them and stuff like that. Great little documentary. I guess whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a documentary. Just interviews and stuff. Yeah, villains. I got the Scooby-Doo one a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if I got the Flash one. They've been putting a lot more of these out. Like, they were just going to Walmarts and stuff, but I guess now comic shops are getting them, and that's fine by me. So that's cool. And the cool thing about these is, yeah, they're usually $5, but you usually get like 6 to 10 stories in each one. So you're getting enough material that, like, yeah, it's $5, and maybe you don't like all the stories or all the characters, but I'm sure there's going to be 1 or 2 in here that you'll enjoy. So you get your money's worth. That's all I'm saying. Hawkman, I think, was another first appearance. That's why I grabbed it. I think it's like an evil Hawkman or something. I'm really not sure. Somebody mentioned, I think that's why I grabbed it. Yeah, Hawkman's cool though. I'm a bigger Hawk Girl fan, but I've always enjoyed Hawkman. Nothing wrong with that. Flash. So I just realized when I got home that this is a vague homage. Not really a swipe, I guess, barely. Flash 123, and I have tons of those. There's at least 10 different cover swipes to Flash 123 that are all Flash titles. Like, there's an Impulse one, there's 2 or 3 or 4 other Flash ones. There's a Reverse Flash one. There's a one with Wally in the middle, or whatever. You know what I mean? This new the Flash Rebirth did one with, like, I don't remember who's on both. I think it was like Black Wally and White Wally. I can't remember, but there's a bunch of them. Love that cover. So I will probably try to get another copy of this. This also looks like Romita Jr. cover. Ooh, Scott Collins. This isn't Collins. I'm looking for an artist on the cover without opening it up. Well, I don't see any name, but that's okay. This is the deceased variant, yeah. So I'll probably try to snag another one of these just so I can put it with the other ones I have. But I love Flash. It's still my favorite DC book they're putting out since Scooby Apocalypse ended. I want to say late last year or early this year. So since then, Flash is really all that I'm holding on to at DC. And there's the other cover. That's not a bad cover either, all on its own, in its own right, or whatever. Cool. But I'm ready for Flash to be over. I'm ready for Year of the Villain to be over. I'm just ready for DC to go bankrupt and quit. Enough of their fucking gimmicks and swipes. They're getting worse than Marvel. Alright, the rest are all fucking Spawn. Oh, let's show this off. I did get one old book today. The first Nightwing and Jericho. Underrated first appearance of Jericho. But I don't know if I have one of these anymore. I've sold 2 or 3 in my time. Which isn't very many, but yeah, I have the other parts of Judas Contract. This is book 3. I think there's 4 parts. And I have the other ones, so I wanted to at least have a set of the Judas Contract so I could sell as a set. I'm hoping that I still have another copy of this all on its own, just to kind of keep as... How do you tape it down? Taped it. But I want one just because I'm a Nightwing fan. It can go with my Nightwing stuff. But if I didn't already have one, now I at least have a full set of the Judas Contract. So whatever, that's what that is. And then here we are, the record-breaking 301. So congrats, Todd, you did it. Passed up Cerebus. Yeah, people were making a big deal about 300, and it's like, no. 301 is the big boy book. Or 301 is the... whatever. The important one. 300 was really just an oversized... The only thing it was really good for was the cover swipe of Amazing Spider-Man 300. Besides that, there wasn't too much in that book. You kind of get another She-Spawn, but it's just oversized with like 12 different people doing the art and like 15 different covers. But 301, in my opinion, is the key. You get another new Spawn in here. It's going to be like Ninja Spawn or something. And then I think you get the full She-Spawn. You get the full new, you get like Spawn King of Hell. I didn't really read. I read the first few pages and then I skimmed through the rest, and it's like every few pages the art changed, so I was just like, alright, this is cool, but I don't know, I was getting thrown off. I'm a few issues behind. I started jumping back on Spawn around the 282, 283 range, kind of at the end of the Jason Sean Alexander run, and then Matina started doing covers, and that's kind of when I hopped back on. And I read like the first 8 to 10 issues of that, so into the 290s, early 290s, mid 290s, and then I kind of stopped, but I've been buying them, and I just wanted to make sure I got all the 300 and 301s I could get. So I think this is the A cover. Got that. This is the Jason Sean Alexander one. I just love his stuff. I got the 300 for his. Mostly for 300, I just got the Spidey swipes. I got a bunch of these. So really, that's all I wanted for 301. But then I saw this and it's like, well, I did get a Jason Sean Alexander of 300. So why not get a 301 as well? So that's why I bought that. This one I got just because it was the A cover. I was like, you know what? I have all the other A's going all the way through, if that's what this is. Either way, it's, you know, if not, it's a McFarlane cover. And McFarlane doing his own covers usually sells well, so whatever. I'm trying to justify why I bought so many copies. This was the last one I got. This I couldn't pass up. Matina, just great Virgin cover. This was really, honestly, I think this was the best cover of them all. This or this one. This I paid $1 more for. It's the Campbell one. Jason Sean Alexander, Jason Scott Campbell. Or is it J. Scott? It's just J. Scott Campbell. I don't really remember what his first name is. I think it's Jason. I don't remember. But I wasn't even going to bother with this, but I saw it in person. It's like, dude, this is just too sick. And I mean, it's also Virgin-esque, or Virgin, yeah. So, fingerprints, but well worth, if you can get it for cover, great. Pay $1 more, great. Just don't pay out the butt for these. I don't recommend getting any of the ratio variants. They're not really worth it. There's so many. God, the stupid New York Comic Con spawns are selling out the butt. The stupid exclusive con variants. I don't know why. They're ugly too. They're like foil versions of 300. They just are not doing it for me. I don't get why. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I get it. I just don't want to get it. So yeah, this one was probably, again, my favorite. But I did really like the Campbell one. So these two are I think, the two best for 301. So those are my covers of the week. But then I had to get a 301, and it took me, I went to 2 different shops, and one of them was sold out, and the other one said all of his were damaged, and he didn't want to sell me his damages because he thinks he's going to get reimbursed. This is also cool. Todd pointed this out on one of his like IGT videos, but in the 27 years it took to hit that record, his daughter went from being a little old baby to being a fucking like big time doctor now. I don't know. Pretty fucking awesome. What a great pick, buddy. Jeez, I'm sure she's super proud of that. That's cool though. Oh, is she like wearing the same thing? No, she's not. But yeah, I had to make the rounds today to get one of these, and I wanted 2 or 3 for myself, and I ended up getting, I want to say 4 or 5 total. So I basically wanted 1 copy of this for all of the 300 swipes I got. And I want to say I got 4 or 5 of those, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of these. 5, I guess. Cool. This one's just great. Looks awesome. I bet this will be the one to really. I think the swipes for 300 and 301, and then as well 298 and 299. Those books will all end up being higher dollar ones. Those are the ones to invest in if you're gonna. I mean, there's not much investment in modern Spawn, but isn't all Spawn modern? I guess. But these swipes always sell, especially when it's McFarlane swiping himself, or I think this one's called the parody variant. But so, you know, whatever, if you're parodizing, satiring, I don't know the word. You're homaging yourself. It's kind of cool, and it's just great. I love the color schemes on that. Look really good. It's plain and simple. Happy I got as many as I did. So, and damn, I did not know I bought this. I knew I got this. It's the Capullo McFarlane one. I just like it because it was Virgin-esque, and this is like the image of the first page. You get like badass King of Hell Spawn. Well, King of Hell Space Spawn. Fuck, it looks sick. Yeah, they like really reveal him in this one. I recommend you guys, if you're not reading Spawn, maybe you used to read Spawn, you know, you read the early 90s ones, you're a fan of it then, and maybe you haven't been into it for a while. Right now is a good time to jump on. I really liked what I got out of this. I think 301 was a much better book than 300. It was just cool to see, like, they brought that countdown, the life meter back for 300, and I didn't see them utilize it in here, but I think it's because it pretty much counted down in 300 at the end of it, and then this is sort of like, boom, there you go, or whatever. I don't know. This is kind of taking off from there. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Again, when you're a few issues behind, and I was out of the Spawn game for like, I don't know, 12 years there at least. It was a solid 5 to 10 years where I wasn't touching a Spawn book, so I don't know a lot of the other characters that came along, and the Gunslinger Spawn, Medieval Spawn, that stuff I never really got into. This one's actually really cool. I'm kind of glad I got this. I think this would be cool as a version, maybe if there was a ratio version of this. I just love the splatter of all the colors. It really pops. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I overdid it a little. I probably got at least 10 covers there, so it's probably $50 just spent on Spawn, but oh well, man. No regrets. Alright, guys, well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If not, I give you a thumbs down.